Stocks our strategists feel are poised to deliver positive returns are featured now in their top stock picks of the week.
Hi everyone, welcome to Top Stock Picks of the Week. I'm Nina Mishra, Tracy Reineck, and I will share two very interesting picks today from two very hot industries. Mine is an airline stock, and airline stocks are poised to benefit from the hot summer travel demand. And Tracy's pick is an energy stock, and we know that energy is the best performing sector this year, and energy stocks did very well last year as well. So my pick today is Delta Airlines. And we know that this summer is expected to be the busiest travel season since the start of the pandemic. And because people have been stuck at home for more than 2 years, so they want to travel, explore new places, see their loved ones, and consumers remain healthy, they remain flush with cash, so they are willing to pay higher fares. And we have seen this shift in consumer demand from goods that they have been buying during the pandemic to services, to travel, eating out, etc. And Delta Airlines, that reported last month, said that it returned to profitability in March. And the CEO said that travel demand is so strong that the company has been able to offset fuel costs through higher fare. And we know that airfares have been going up. In fact, I traveled just a couple of weeks back, and I can tell you that flights were full and airports were jam-packed. And summer travel fares, they are through the roof. They are just insane now, but consumers are willing to pay. And people are not afraid to fly now. Mask mandate has been lifted, and Delta CEO said that COVID has now become a manageable seasonal virus. So people are willing to fly. So Delta is also benefiting from the comeback of corporate travel demand because they have these strong premium trends as well. So as the corporate travel demands, makes a gradual comeback, and it may not go back to pre-pandemic levels because many people still meet via Zoom, but it has started come back, and Delta should benefit from those trends. And we know jet fuel prices have been going up. Delta has an oil refinery too, so that would help Delta hedge some of the fuel costs. Now let's take a look at some charts by going to quote page on Zacks.com. So Delta Airlines, ticker symbol DAL, is currently Zacks rank number 1, strong buy stock with B for value, B for growth. Momentum has been bad. They started picking up only lately, and a VGM score of B, and trading at a very reasonable forward P of 14.64. We know that airline stocks have been beaten down, so that is why you can see from the chart that why momentum is F for the stock. But again, they have started picking up over the past month or so. Now, the company, as I mentioned, reported very strong results. So if you look at detailed estimates, you will see that analysts have been raising their estimates significantly. You see the big jump in estimates after they reported results for the current year and next year. And if you look at the earnings surprise, you will see that the company has been consistently beating the estimates. Now, because of strong summer travel demand, I expect the stock to continue to do well. And that is Delta Airlines for you. I will now hand it over to Tracy for her pick.
Thanks, Nina. I'm only going with slides this week as I'm having some technical difficulties, so you can't see my face, but my top stock pick is Devon Energy, ticker DVN. And why switch from the winners into anything else, as everything else is losing? So stick with the winners. And how good is it? Let's take a look at those earnings estimates, as you can see here. So they're having a record year on both earnings, and Devon had record free cash flow in the first quarter. They had record high cash flow of $1.3 billion. Yes, they are making a lot of money right now. You can see that a year ago, earnings came in at $3.53. Analysts have been raising again the earnings estimates here for 2022, expected to make $8.67 now, or up 145%. Next year, analysts have been raising for 2023 already, but that's a little more muted. Everybody's kind of waiting to see what happens because it's all based on the price of WTI and natural gas. That's going to determine what they see in earnings as well as how much they're actually producing. But we won't know that for 2023 until later on this year. So right now, the key is in 2022 with that record free cash flow, because what are they doing with all of that? Let's look what it looks like on the price and consensus chart. This is the earnings growth again, and you can see it just taking off there for 2022, 2023, and the share price also taking off. So this is one of the few areas where the stocks are actually up this year, and the 2 years up 486% now, as you can see, 5-year highs. Let's look and see what it looks like on the 1-year basis here. So Devon's up 174% on the 1-year basis. S&P 500 now down 6% over that time period. Also up 61% now year to date. And I know what many of you are thinking, because I get asked this question all the time. Isn't this rally over? Isn't it too late to get into any of these energy stocks? Well, it has a PE of just 8 because of those rising earnings. And you might be thinking, yes, it could be near peak earnings, but they are paying out that record high free cash flow. So in addition to any stock gains, you're also getting that crazy dividend that a lot of these companies are paying. So Devon paying one of the highest dividend yields now. It has combined both its fixed and variable dividend, which was up 27% last quarter to $1.27. That's a yield right now, even with these shares at 5-year highs, of 7.3%. So I'm liking these stocks for the dividend yield, and that will be paid out. That 7.3% yield is going to be paid out on June 13th, payable on June 30th to shareholders of record on June 13th. So you still have a little bit of time to get that dividend if that's what you want. And remember, shareholder of record means you have to buy a couple of days ahead of June 13th in order to actually have it clear in time for you to be that shareholder of record. So keep that in mind if you're trying to get this dividend yield. But I still like all of the energy stocks here. WTI is holding above $100 for this entire second quarter, and natural gas prices also high. So that means another strong quarter in the second quarter, and the similar high dividend and share buybacks. Devon also has a $2 billion share buyback program. All of that will remain in place for the second quarter as well. So I'm liking the one area that still has rising earnings estimates. It still is energy, and we're in the first couple of innings here of this new bull market in energy. So Devon Energy, one of the top picks, one of the many Zacks #1 ranked strong buy energy stocks right here, but it's one of the top with one of the highest yields. So that's why I like it. And no, it's not too late to get in. So Devon Energy, ticker DVN, is my top stock picks of the week. Make sure you subscribe to get all of our top stock picks. We bring them to you every week here on Zacks.com. So be sure to tune in next week for some more top stock picks.